In this lecture, we'll learn about stationary point. Let's say this is our y-axis, this is my x-axis, and let's say I have a curve. This is my curve f of x, right? So now, stationary points on a curve are those points at which the gradient is 0. Stationary point, gradient is 0. At stationary point, the gradient is 0, right? Or they are the turning points. They're also called the turning points. For example, this is our turning point of the curve. If I draw a tangent at this point, the gradient of the tangent will be 0, right? Because it is horizontal, it is parallel to the x-axis. So the gradient of this point is 0, hence this point is called the stationary point or the turning point. Now how do we find the stationary point? We know that if I were to take the derivative of d by dx of f of x, I'll get f complement of x, which will be its gradient formula. Now to find the stationary point, what we do is we put the first derivative of the formula equal to 0. F complement of x equal to 0. From this we get the stationary point. Let's do an example. Let's say the curve right here is, let's say f of x equals to negative 2x squared plus 4x plus 5. Now they have asked us to find the stationary point of this curve. They have asked us to find this point right here, right? So now we know that the gradient of this point is 0. So if I take the first derivative of this equation, I'll get negative 4x plus 4, right? And if I equate this to 0, right, this is the gradient. Now I'm putting gradient equals to 0, and gradient is 0 only at stationary point. Gradient is 0 at stationary, or you can call them at turning point of the curve, right? From this I'll get the x coordinate of the stationary point, which will be equal to positive 1. Now the y coordinate of the stationary point will be f of 1. I'll put this x coordinate right here in this equation to get the y coordinate, right? So f of 1 equals to negative 2 into 1 squared plus 4 into 1 plus 5. This will give me negative 2 plus 4 plus positive 2. F of 1 equals to 7. So our stationary point is 1 and 7. So this is 1 and 7. So the procedure for finding the stationary point is, you first take the derivative, a single derivative of the equation, and then equate the derivative equal to 0. Find the x coordinate of the stationary point and put the x coordinate in the equation of the graph in the f of x to find the y coordinate, and then you get the coordinates of the stationary point.